Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. His Excellency, Mr. Ali Babacan, Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Turkey, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. This is a decade of profound change in the global financial landscape. The world is also being confronted by the repercussions of the ongoing global financial crisis. Despite this more challenging global financial and economic environment, Islamic finance has continued to remain on its growth trajectory. For Islamic finance, it has been a defining period. Its rapid growth and the intensification of its internationalization in this decade is now enhancing its role in strengthening international economic linkages between different parts of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my very great pleasure and honor to welcome you this morning to this third Global Islamic Finance Forum 2012. First of all, let me express our gratitude and appreciation to the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Turkey, His Excellency Mr. Ali Babacan, for accepting our invitation to deliver the public lecture at our gathering here today. We are most honored by your presence, and we immensely look forward to your address. Ladies and gentlemen, in this new era in which the international dimension of Islamic finance has gained significance, Islamic finance has continued to demonstrate its viability and competitiveness in this more liberalized and globalized financial environment. The total Islamic financial assets now have surpassed the $1 trillion mark, following unabated growth since the mid-1990s. There are now more than 600 Islamic financial institutions operating in more than 75 countries. Increasingly, existing Islamic banking institutions are expanding their operations with presence in new jurisdictions. This is resulting in increased cross-border financial flows. There is also increased international participation in Islamic financial markets. Since the late 1990s, the sukuk market has emerged as an important form of intermediation in Islamic finance. It has been instrumental in the financing structures for infrastructure projects, investment in utility sectors, in particular for water and power projects, and in the services sector, in education, healthcare, and transportation. Islamic finance essentially offers clear value propositions to both global issuers and investors. For issuers, there is access to new sources of funds and liquidity. And in introducing new asset class, investors gain from portfolio diversification and new investment opportunities that are aligned to productive investment activities. Ladies and gentlemen, Islamic finance draws its strength from serving the real economy. An important feature of Islamic finance is that it involves financial transactions that must be accompanied by an underlying economic transaction. And when it is cross-border, it will facilitate financial flows that will support international trade and investment flows. It will contribute towards bridging economies and enhancing our economic connectivity with each other. In this current global environment in which emerging economies are demonstrating their resilience and ability to sustain growth despite the moderation in global expansion, there's tremendous prospects for mutually reinforcing growth from increased economic connectivity. Trade amongst the expanding emerging economies now account for more than half of world trade. This growing demand in emerging economies is generating investment opportunities. In this environment, Islamic finance has an important potential to facilitate trade and investment flows that will be mutually reinforcing. In evolving Malaysia as an Islamic financial hub, our aspiration is to be a hub that is linked to a network of other financial hubs in different parts of the world. In so doing, it will enhance our economic linkages with other parts of the world. The increased internationalization of Islamic finance would thus influence the pattern of global financial and economic integration, and in particular, facilitate the revival of financial and economic integration between countries along the old Silk Road, from Asia to Turkey and the Middle East and Africa, and to the more established financial markets and developed economies. The start of this decade has already witnessed the shifting of trade activities to emerging economies, which now account for about 63% or 37 trillion US dollars of world trade as at end 2011, an increase of 17% from a decade ago. While the Islamic banking sector has been important in intermediating cross-border financial flows, the sukuk market has become an important segment of the Islamic finance that offers a distinct platform upon which international interlinkages is fostered. The sukuk market has demonstrated its ability to effectively intermediate funds across borders, contributing to the efficient allocation of funds in the global financial system. The sukuk epitomizes a truly global product for international fundraising and investment activities. In fact, we have seen, despite the very challenging environment, this market continues to perform and grow. An increasing number of multilateral agencies, sovereigns, government agencies, and corporations, including multinational corporations, including those from non-Islamic countries, have relied on the sukuk market as a source of financing. And the diverse composition of the sukuk investors across continents have added depth to the international dimension of the sukuk market. In Malaysia, the sukuk market has evolved into a multi-currency denominated sukuk market with pioneering sukuk issuances in US dollars, Sing dollar, and the renminbi. Ladies and gentlemen, the new horizon that is emerging in the rapid internationalization in Islamic finance, which needs to be strongly underpinned by three key factors to ensure its sustainability. Firstly, the wide range of global supply of high-quality Islamic financial products and services that are able to meet the requirement of international businesses. In this phase of growing international transactions, Islamic finance needs to be dynamic and innovative, with emphasis on the development of diversified and comprehensive Sharia-compliant financial solutions to meet the differentiated needs of various businesses, including requirements of international businesses, and thus facilitate cross-border investments. Secondly, is having diverse and dynamic intermediaries and market participants that have a global focus. This includes having Islamic banking, takaful, and capital market players that venture beyond domestic boundaries to tap global opportunities. Global ancillary services that are proficient in Sharia also have an important role in providing supportive professional services for such intermediaries and market players to effectively embark on such cross-border activities. In addition, having the required talent is another imperative in steering the Islamic financial sector towards increased internationalization. The new financial landscape will require world-class business talents and boards with knowledge also of the risks associated with internationalization. We certainly don't want to go down the route of the kind of pitfalls that were experienced that precipitated the current global financial crisis. Greater collaboration between the industry and education service providers will be important in supporting the talent requirements of the industry in this new phase of development. Today, we will witness the signing of a memorandum of understanding between an industry player and an academic institution for the establishment of an Islamic Wealth Management Research Center. This is commendable effort. It's dedicated to producing applied research in the area of Islamic wealth management. It is envisaged to spur innovation that will bring with it global benefits that would also contribute towards setting industry standards in this key component of the Islamic financial industry. Ladies and gentlemen, thirdly, effective linkages and connections between global financial markets will be facilitated by business enablers, particularly in the area of legislation, taxation, and regulation. This new global landscape of growing cross-border financial flows between regions that have national and cultural differences also underscore the need for enhanced recognition and understanding of practices in different jurisdictions. This imperative translates into high demands on the use of standardized documents and agreements amongst financial market players so as to increase market efficiency, transparency, and uniformity, as well as to reduce the cost of transactions as we strive towards seamless global interlinkages. Standardized documentation and practices for a number of products have already been adopted between jurisdictions through bilateral and multilateral agreements. This has facilitated issuance of financial market instruments contributing towards enhanced liquidity in Islamic financial markets and greater inter-market linkages. Greater understanding and clarity on Sharia matters will also contribute towards convergence and harmonization of such interpretations across jurisdictions and thus contribute to the development of Islamic financial products and services. Ladies and gentlemen, with its international outreach and ability to provide comprehensive financial solutions, Islamic finance beckons us with a new frontier that presents new opportunities. As we enter into a more uncertain global environment, it also prompts us to revisit strategies to enhance the resilience of Islamic finance. The theme of this year's Global Finance Forum 2012, Internationalization of Islamic Finance, Bridging Economies, focuses on the international prospects surrounding the Islamic finance industry and its tremendous potential role in strengthening cross-border economic linkages. More than 500 participants, and I understand actually it's about 700. We have an overflow room as well, from more than 50 countries from around across the continents gather here today in this forum to explore this prospect. It is in its featured plenary and multi-track programs, which include Regulators Program, the International Sharia Scholars Program, the Global Islamic Liquidity Management Conference, and the Global Islamic Finance Taxation Forum. A new highlight is the Bridging Economies Forum that aims to discuss Islamic finance prospects and opportunities across regions and to explore possible market linkages that can be generated through Islamic finance. Several important signings of memorandums of understanding will also be taking place during this forum, highlighting increased commitment and international cooperation. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now conclude with an extension of our appreciation to the panel of distinguished speakers for their contribution to this forum. I would like once again to express our gratitude to the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Turkey, His Excellency Mr. Ali Babacan, for being with us here today to speak at this event. On this note, let me wish you a very productive and successful forum. Thank you.